pretty rare in this game you get to really play against first-class human beings in regards to just people you actually get to meet. You don't really get to know a lot of coaches very well, just because you're playing against them and you're worried about your own team all the time. But I have to give my hat and tip my hat to Coach Leggett and the Clemson team. What an amazing group of young men. Coach Leggett is a first-class human being and just does a great job with his program. The fight that those kids put out there, along with our guys, was just very impressive, and I can see why he's probably one of the more successful coaches in this country, is because he does such an amazing job, and hopefully, like most of us, we're trying to create better men along the way, but you can see just with what he does a very good job at it.
Coach, what are you telling your players in the bottom of the seventh after those 6 runs were scored to maintain the positivity?
Don't let them score any more runs. No, to be honest, there's not a lot to be said. I mean, I think the game really speaks volumes for the whole thing, and the greatest part about it is our guys have been through some really rough times this year in regards to being behind in games or ahead in games, and they really know how to fight. And I mean, there's times when we've been down by 5 in the 8th inning, we've come back to win, and so I really don't question the fight in this team at all. They make it very scary at times, but I'll tell you what, from a coach's standpoint, I know what they're doing out there is their absolute best. They're giving me everything they have in that moment, and that's all I can ask for.
Chris Bernacchi came up for you guys huge today. 4 hits, 2 RBIs, 2-run day. Can you talk about his performance?
He hits at the top of the lineup for a reason. You know, he is an outstanding leadoff guy. He does a great job for us, and the biggest thing is he has a lot of fight. Chris goes up there, and there's not ever a moment where I know that he's going to be passive for us. I will die with him in Foxhole if I have to, just because I know he's going to give everything he has every given moment.
Given the pitching performance the last day and today, how confident were you in putting Gamboa to close it out for you guys?
You know, he's our closer. I'll tell you what, it's a tough spot for a young man like that, but I'll tell you what, he's taken it and run with it really well. He goes out there and he competes. You know, it's rare you can see a freshman jump into that role, but he's matured quickly, and it's been really fun to watch. But hopefully he realizes that we still got a couple more games to play here, hopefully, and he's going to get right back out.
You guys will either take on Cal State Fullerton or ASU tomorrow. Given that it's Cal State Fullerton, what kind of adjustments are you guys going to have to make so nothing happens like yesterday?
You know, to be honest, I was just even saying this earlier this evening. It's just, it doesn't matter who we play. You know, we just need to do what we're supposed to do. You know, yesterday they did a great job of taking advantage of our mistakes. You know, we made a lot of mistakes last night, and they took advantage of it, so you tip your hat. So we just need to make sure we make fewer mistakes. Pretty simple. And I know our guys, you know, I just know they just want to get back out there and kind of redeem themselves.
Chris, you go up there, the umpire tells you to strap your gloves on. Next pitch, you just hit a bomb. He didn't say anything about your gloves the rest of the time. It didn't seem like. That's kind of your style, you know, playing a little loose. But you know, what kind of went through your mind when he told you to strap up like that, and then for you to take the next pitch deep?
It's not the first time, so kind of just said okay, and then got back in there, focused, and got that pitch and just didn't miss it. Kind of a little angry, so it normally helps me. And yeah, I came back in and ripped him off.
Were you angry when you come up after they'd scored the runs? You come up and lead off the inning with a double there as well?
I try to always play a little fire like that. A little more focused, just trying to get my team back in it, just because we keep battling and knew everybody else would pick me up after that.
And what were you kind of seeing from the Clemson pitchers today to have such a successful day?
I was just trying to work on really seeing the ball deep and taking it the opposite way. If they bring it in, then I'll just let my hands do the work and turn.
And Max, for you, the first pitch you throw, the guy gets a big hit there. How were you able to gather yourself and be able to have such a successful outing after that?
I think that once that first pitch is out of the way and Chris here kind of calmed me down, told me just relax, wait the runs back for me, and I think once I just kind of flushed that and put that behind me, then I kind of regroup myself, reset, and then continue to work and find my comfort zone right there.
For you guys, either one of you, after yesterday, you had the big third run inning for them. Did you kind of have the feeling like, oh no, here we go again, or anything like that? And how are you guys able to bounce back after having that happen to you yesterday as well?
No, I don't think anybody was really worried. We've been fighting. We've dealt with adversity like that all year. It is baseball, so we come back in, just go back to work, and we knew it would work out. We knew it would get involved. We had a ton of faith in him out there on defense. So as long as we came back out, get some runs, we knew we'd be all set.
More questions?
Steve, AJ's stat line doesn't look pretty, but how'd you think he pitched? It was really good until that 7th inning. They got a couple runs even after he left.
You know what? That's kind of one of the unfortunate things about stats. You know, it doesn't really show what he did out there. You know, he has some extra runs in there that, you know, he's in charge of, but he may not have given up. And, you know, I'll tell you what, he just did a great job. You know, he competed his you know, his butt off really the whole time he was out there. He did a great job, and he gave us a chance to win. That's all I can ask for. And he just, my hat goes off to the kid because, you know, it's a win or go home, and he allowed us to win.